Hello, friends. I know some of you had nice warm weather, but I haven't. That's why I have my stocking cap on. But next week, daylight saving time starts, so we have to get up a little earlier. But we'll get more sunshine, which means it's almost spring. Three books tonight. We have El Cucuy is Scared Too. And Where Are My Books? And A Little Round Panda on the Big Blue Earth. Are you ready? First, I'm going to teach you a little something. This book is called El Cucuy is Scared Too, and this is El Cucuy. And the person who wrote this book, Donna Barbara Higuera, wrote a little bit about who Cucuy is. So I'll read that to you. There's El Cucuy. El Cucuy, also known as the Mexican Boogeyman, strikes terror in children. El Cucuy sometimes goes by El Cuco or El Chumuco, depending on the region of the southwestern United States or Mexico. But he lives in many South American countries and takes on different forms. In Brazil, she is known by Cuca. Generations of Latin American mothers and grandmothers have used El Cucuy as a tool to get children to behave. Most families have an El Cucuy. My El Cucuy lived in my abuela's closet. That's her grandmother's closet. Although he often hid behind a large cactus. I never actually saw him, but he was there. El Cucuy. Words by Donna Barbara Higuera and pictures by Juliana Perdomo. Go to bed, Ramon, or El Cucuy will come to get you. Do you see El Cucuy? Do you remember she said hers lived in a cactus plant? Do you see a cactus? There's El Cucuy. Ramon can't sleep. El Cucuy can't sleep either. Making noises. Tock, tock, tock. Tin, tin, tin. Boom! You are not scared of me? You were always terrified of me before. Other things are scarier to me now. El Cucuy sighs. Yo también. I miss our old casita, Ramon says. What do you think casita means? Do you see the house? I wonder what casita means. Yo también. El Cucuy's shoulders sag. I miss our old home too. I miss the desert wind and the coyotes singing. Ooh. Dios mío, what is that? Está bien, Ramon assures El Cucuy. It is only the new sounds of where we live now. We will get used to it. But, Ramon worries, this new school is much bigger. What if the library doesn't have a quiet corner where I can read? You are right. Everything here is higher and lighter. There are so few small dark places where I can hide. Don't be nervous. You will learn what things are. If you are scared, I can ask a teacher or librarian where there is a safe place for you to go. But now I'm thinking, the kids at my new school might not be like my old friends, Ramon says. What if my clothes are not like theirs? What if they make fun of the way I speak? Maybe I should not talk at all. El Cucuy sighs. I don't have any amigos here either. I don't feel like growling or howling. No one will even know to be afraid of me. Ramon pats El Cucuy on the shoulder. Eres fuerte and brave. You will make new friends. They might even be afraid of you. You will have to show them you are strong and valiente. Think of all the times I knew you'd crawl under my bed, just waiting to frighten me, Ramon says to cheer El Cucuy up. You were brave too. You jumped up and down on the bed, so I ran back to my pot. And yes, do you remember the time you howled outside and scratched on my window pane to keep me awake? Ay, que miedo! El Cucuy smiles. And you didn't even listen. You sang Cielito Lindo to drown out my screeches until you fell asleep. Ramon nudges El Cucuy. Or the time you made your eyes glow from inside the closet? Que horror! And you grabbed a flashlight and shined it right at me, so I had to hide my eyes. Do you really think I am strong and brave? El Cucuy asks. Ramon grins. Yes, we are. The end. Do you have any cactus plants in your house? Maybe you have to look for El Cucuy. Next, we have Where Are My Books? Words and Pictures by Debbie Ridpath Ojai. Oh, he looks so sad. Even though he has a narwhal, he's so sad. Why? Where are my books? Spencer loved books. His favorite bedtime book was Night Night Narwhal. Sometimes he read it aloud. Every night, Spencer put the book back where it belonged. That way, he'd always be able to find it. Until one morning. Where's my book? Spencer looked everywhere, but it was no use. Night Night Narwhal was gone. There was a book, but now there's a tulip in its place. I wonder why. That evening, he chose Tenacious Todd. It was okay. But Todd was a toad, and toads were amphibians, and amphibian books were supposed to be for night right after lunch story time. When Spencer woke the next morning, Tenacious Todd was gone. And look, in its place, there's a bolt. That is weird. Every morning, another book was missing. Next to go was Send in the Clownfish. Then Beluga Beluga vanished. Sea Monkey and Bob went missing. Things were getting out of hand. Spencer vowed to find out what was going on. His father didn't know what happened to Night Night Narwhal. Spencer's mother had no idea either, nor had she seen Tenacious Todd, Send in the Clownfish, Beluga Beluga, or any of Spencer's other missing books. That left only one person. Uh-oh. Where are my books? He yelled at his sister. Oh no, he made her cry. It was time for a new plan. That night, Spencer set a trap with his copy of Space Frog Sam. See, he took some yarn, wrapped that yellow yarn all over the book and all over the narwhal. Then he put the book on the shelf and he's sleeping with the narwhal. So if someone takes the book, the rope's going to pull and pull until it pulls the narwhal. That was pretty smart. The next morning, there goes the narwhal. It was time for Spencer to get his books back. Follow that narwhal. Where are my books? There's the book. What's that brown stuff? Looks like brown hair. I wonder if it's someone's hair who's stealing the book. Kind of does look like his sister's hair. Spencer ran faster. The thief was just around the corner. Aha! That's my book? Who took his book? It's a bunch of squirrels. And look, the squirrel is reading his book to the other baby squirrels. And remember how every time there was a book missing, he found a flower or a bolt or some other object? Spencer didn't know squirrels like to read. There's his book, Night Night Narwhal. He had a great idea. Spencer told the squirrels they could borrow his books, but there would be rules. Just like at the library, they had to return the books they borrowed before they could borrow more. But they didn't need to leave anything behind. Spencer even helped them pick out their first book. He chose one for himself, too. And promised to read it aloud. Look at his parents. Can you imagine your family's faces if they saw you reading to a bunch of squirrels? The end. Last book. Another animal, this time a panda. Look how cute that panda is. A little round panda on the big blue earth. Words by Tory Christie. Pictures by Luciana, Navarro, Powell. Ooh, look, it's the globe. It's a big world we live in. There's Europe and Asia and Africa and the Sichuan province of China, Shanghai, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean. And I see a little panda. I wonder if that's where the panda lives, in China, in the Sichuan province. A little round panda on the big blue earth. A little round panda. Munches on bamboo. Sprouting from the damp ground. On a hill covered in mist. Trickling onto a muddy path that twists and turns and wanders to a murky river where a family climbs into a boat. That drifts by curvy terraces of rice. And farms and villages. Scattered across an ancient country. All the way to a bustling city. Wrapped around the shoreline of a great continent. With lights, blink, blink, blinking, blink, 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 from tall buildings. On a big blue earth. Where a little panda munches on bamboo. Munch, munch, munch. The end. He's so cute. Just like you. You're so cute. All right. Let's practice. Gotta say goodnight to each other. but just for this time, because I'll see you again next time. Put out your fist, stick out your pointy finger, and your pinky finger, and your thummy finger. I did something wrong. I did two different hands. Pointy finger, pinky finger, thummy finger. And that means I love you. Ready? I love you. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye. I love you. I love you. I love you. Goodbye. And I will see you next time.